Welcome to our channel, ladies and gentlemen. Samson Cherargei is one of the most vocal politicians we have in town. In fact, Samson Cherargei is one of the politicians who is also enjoying the trappings of the UDA power. They are in government and he doesn't shy away from showing it. He doesn't shy away from telling the opposition that they are at the steering. They are at the helm of Kenyans' political, religious, economic and social affairs. I remember sometimes when Raila called off the demonstrations, Cheragei said, kwa nini Tinga amesitisha maandamano? Tulikuwa tunataka kumnyorosha. Tulikuwa tunataka kumonyesha. He is a man who would always, in fact, one of the people whose tongues can really burn this country. The other day, he caused a storm in the country when he suggested to the bipartisan dialogue committee that he would want the presidential term to be extended from 5 years to 7 years. While this is not the first time we hear such proposals, because in the past we've heard people saying that maybe we scrap off completely the presidential term, his was taken a bit seriously because he's one of the Ruto buddies. There are few people who, whenever you hear them talk, then you'd think that it is William Ruto who is talking. Murkomen, Cherargei, Oscar Sudi, those are the people who their sentiments must be taken very seriously because it could be William Ruto who is talking. So when he gave these statements, Kenyans have been wondering what was really happening. Was this the position of their party, the UDA? Was it the position of the Kenya Kwanza government? Was it the position of William Samoei Ruto? After a lot of lamentation and outcry from Kenyans, William Ruto and the entire UDA party decided to make a statement and they disowned Cherargei. This is the statement that came from the UDA party, the United Democratic Alliance, and it is dated here 25th September 2023. Press statement over term limit memorandum. It reads, our attention is drawn to various news headlines and media references to memorandum submitted to the bipartisan talks team by Senator Samson Cherargei, particularly on the proposal to increase the presidential term limit to 7 years. The UDA party respects and upholds the senator's personal views, but particularly on the referenced subject, those views do not reflect the perspectives of the UDA party and or its party leader, His Excellency the President William Ruto. The President solemnly swore to respect, uphold, and defend the Constitution, which is abundantly clear and categorical on the presidential term limit. It continues to say, the ruling party is presently focused on delivering on its promises to the people of Kenya, mindful that it shall in due course submit its scorecard for the people to evaluate. In doing so, we are guided by the timelines to the next general election, and this is why for the past few months the UDA party has published a timeline portal for all its electoral activities on the website there. Respectfully, therefore, the term limit debate is superfluous and peripheral. Honorable Malala has signed it as the Secretary General of the UDA party. Kazi ni kazi as always wanasema hapo kwa logo ya party yao. Now, I have a problem whenever William Ruto says that he swore to uphold and defend the Constitution, because we know that he has fallen short of the promise he took when he held that Bible and said, so help me God. But that is not what I want us to discuss. Why do you think the UDA has decided that they disown Samson Cherargei? Because people have been wondering what is really happening. Kindly as we delve on this, subscribe to our channel if you are watching us for the first time. Click the notification bell so that YouTube will notify you whenever we do a video like this. You can also like this particular video and share our videos. I really appreciate. And to all our subscribers and all our supporters, I would really want to take this opportunity to say thank you very much for your continued support. Samson Cherargei has been abandoned, or William Ruto appears to abandon Samson Cherargei because of the following reasons. One, the statements ruffled feathers with the Kenyans the wrong way. You understand that William Ruto did not support the new constitution. When people fought for it, when people were campaigning to support the constitution, William Ruto opposed it, and he never hid his intentions. He campaigned against it, and he told the people every bad thing about it. And majorly from the Rift Valley, his supporters sided with him and they voted no. Many still believe that William Ruto was trying to test waters and see whether he could get a support base so that he could negotiate with it. And that is exactly what he did when they negotiated between himself and Uhuru Kenyatta. And after doing that, he knew very well that his eyes was on the ball, and he did what he did. So with that in mind, William Ruto is seen to be a president who wants to mutilate the constitution, because there are several proposals that when you look at, you really feel that our president does not uphold the constitution that he swore to defend. So this was really, taken in bad faith, and William Ruto has moved very fast to clarify, to demystify the thoughts that because he didn't campaign for this constitution, it doesn't see it as something that is heavy. He doesn't see the sanctity of the constitution. So he has decided to disown Samson Cherargei. It was also seen that we have a government that has lost focus and is concentrating on misplaced priorities. Just a few days ago, the prices of fuel products went high, and Kenyans were wondering, at a time when we should be focusing on how to reduce the cost of living, with a scorecard that they're talking about, that they will soon give us a scorecard to evaluate, Kenyans had voted, and there was an opinion poll that indicated that Kenyans gave them a D, especially we have a lot of insecurity in the country. Bandits, Al-Shabaab and other terrorist groups are really messing us up. They are unable to contain the situation. There is hunger, there is unemployment. If you see youths, others are taking their own lives. And Kenyans were thinking that now that instead is that the cost of living is too high, instead of focusing on how to reduce the cost of living, they are now focused on 2027 or how to extend the presidential term limit. And this was really, Kenyans did not take it lightly, and that is why the reason they have moved, very fast to disown Cherargei, because openly this was really, exposing William Ruto or exposing the entire government as a people who do not care about Kenyans. Someone cannot tell you to be thinking about extending the term limit of a president when all the promises that the president gave, not even a quarter has been achieved, and it was so bad. Number three, this was really going against the belief of the entire Kenya Kwanza team, and it was really going to mess up people like Cheragei, because if you add the ages of people who really are salivating for the presidency after William Ruto, Musalia Mudavadi, Rigathi Gachagua, even on the other side Kalonzo Musyoka, they didn't take this and they could not accept this, because when you extend the term limit of a president, William Ruto would claim that he starts afresh, or he will extend, instead of 2027, he goes up to, 2030 or something. They were not going to take it very kindly, and there were a lot of undertones. That is why people like Boni Halwale had started making noise, because they, as the Mulembe Nation, know that they're also focused and they want to try their hand in it. In fact, I'm sure that Boni Halwale will give Musalia Mudavadi maybe just one chance, and the next thing you will see him plunging into the murky waters of our Kenyan presidential politics. And so this was not going to sit well with certain communities, the Mount Kenya community. We have the sons of Mulembe Nation, all those who are in the UDA, all those who are in Kenya Kwanza. And so they have decided that this was going to tarnish Ruto's, legacy and even the way he relates with the other people. Remember, even as we speak, Malala has been unleashed to try and coerce other parties to fold so that they can form one mainstream party called the UDA. But they have refused. And this tells you that they are very much aware of what is happening. It is only that they want their salaries, they want to appear as if they are loyal to the president. But such kind of things, like discussing the extension of the term limit, was not going to be accepted. And this is the reason why I feel that they have disowned Cherargei. And so, but I don't think that this is going to be, it doesn't really mean that there are differences between Cherargei and the other party members, or between Cherargei and William Ruto, because they have said they duly respect the views, the personal opinion and views of Cherargei, which should be the case. Each and every person has got their democratic right. The only problem I have with our president and the entire Kenya Kwanza team, I still repeat that when Kenyans spoke during the public participation on the Finance Act 2023, they ignored us. So they can't tell us that they respect our opinion. They don't. It is either their way or the highway. What do you think, ladies and gentlemen?